Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Right now, there is an absolute wildfire of a trend taking over the internet. You've probably seen it. People are out there claiming they're using artificial intelligence to effortlessly build dropshipping stores that just print thousands, sometimes even millions of dollars in passive income. But is it actually as easy as clicking a few buttons? Well, to find out, a traditional self-made millionaire named Mark Tilbury decided to put this modern wealth strategy to the ultimate test. He stepped completely out of his comfort zone and attempted to build a profitable AI dropshipping store from absolute scratch in just one single week. And to make things really interesting, he set the stakes incredibly high. He gave himself exactly 7 days to generate $1,000 in pure profit. The catch? If the timer runs out and he fails to hit that number, he promised to give away $1,000 of his own personal cash to a viewer. So yeah, the pressure was absolutely on. Now, to really prove if AI can do the heavy lifting here, he set 3 basically ironclad ground rules. First up, AI had to make every single business decision. He couldn't just rely on his decades of traditional business experience. Second, the entire budget was strictly capped at just $250. That means every tool he used had to be free or basically free to save money for running ads. And third, total transparency. Every win, every brutal failure, and every single penny spent had to be completely documented. All right, phase 1, finding a profitable niche, and more importantly, escaping the biggest dropshipping mistake out there. Listen, the absolute fastest way to fail in any online business is trying to sell everything to everyone. Even Amazon started by just selling books, right? So the very first critical task was to narrow down the entire internet into one hyper-specific cash flowing category. To figure out what people are actually spending their hard-earned money on right now, he used this really clever tactic called the dummy scroll method. Here is exactly how you do it. You create a completely fresh Instagram account, 0 algorithmic history. Then you just sit there and scroll through Reels for an hour, but you only interact with dropshipping ads. You like them, you save them, you click the links. Very quickly, the algorithm goes, oh, this person is a buyer, and it floods your feed with the most aggressive, high-converting product ads running right now. By doing this, Mark compiled a massive list of products that were already proven to be making money. But wait, remember rule number 1? AI has to make the decisions. So he took this massive list of trending products, fed all that raw data straight into ChatGPT, and asked the AI to analyze the trends and pick the ultimate niche. The AI's definitive answer? Pets. It was a super clear data-backed path forward. Okay, moving into phase 2, building the AI store. 0 coding, maximum automation. You know, just a few years ago, building a professional e-commerce site meant dropping thousands of dollars on developers and spending days literally wrestling with code. Today, AI has turned that whole headache into a matter of clicks. Mark opened an AI tool literally called Build Your Store. He just typed in his name, selected the pets niche, and then the AI asked him to pick a store banner. Now, pay attention to this, because it's a brilliant little psychological trick. Instead of picking some chaotic image packed with dozens of random products, he chose a super clean, professional banner that featured both a dog and a cat. Why? Because visually including both animals instantly expands your potential market. From there, the tool seamlessly hooked him up with a 3-day free trial on Shopify, which drops to just $1 a month after that. So basically $0 upfront to actually launch the site. But a store needs an actual identity, right? Customers decide if they trust your website in about 3 seconds, literally. Mark originally wanted the name Happy Paws, but the .store domain was already taken. So he tossed the problem right back to ChatGPT, which creatively pivoted the name to Thriving Paws. Grabbing that .store domain was a highly strategic move here, by the way. It instantly signals a legitimate shopping experience to buyers. It's a trick used by massive brands all the time. Finally, to wrap up the branding, he pasted a detailed prompt into an AI image generator called Nano Banana to instantly whip up a really clean professional logo. All right, phase 3, sourcing and testing products. Finding that winning inventory. Look, you can have the most beautiful website in the world, but if your inventory is absolute garbage, you're gonna fail. Sourcing the right products is literally the difference between printing money and hearing crickets. To stock his virtual shelves without ever physically touching a single box, he used a tool called AutoDS. For a 99-cent trial, AutoDS plugs directly into Shopify. It actually uses AI to hunt down products that are currently going viral for other dropshippers. He filtered it specifically for trending pet items and purposefully avoided perishable goods like pet food. Honestly, selling pet food is a massive logistical nightmare for beginners, so you want to avoid that entirely. Whenever he spotted a promising item, like a grooming tool or an interactive toy, just one click imported it straight into a store's draft folder. And guys, this right here brilliantly illustrates the true power of AI in e-commerce. When you import products directly from these suppliers, the default titles are usually a messy, spammy disaster. I mean, things like New Year 2026 interactive pet toy. It makes zero sense. Instead of wasting hours manually rewriting 15 different product pages, Mark literally just highlighted all the drafts and hit bulk AI rewrite. In a matter of seconds, the AI stripped out all the spam, made the tone super professional, and generated clean, high-converting titles and descriptions. But Mark is a smart guy. He didn't want to just blindly trust digital photos and risk ruining his brand's reputation right out of the gate. So he actually ordered physical samples of these AI-selected products to his house. And man, it's a really good thing he did. He tested this interactive laser ball, and it felt incredibly cheap. It malfunctioned, and it literally just kept spinning out of control across his table. He just laughed and said, "Oh, blimey, there it goes. Don't think we can be selling that." So that product, immediately scrapped. Luckily, 3 of the physical products actually passed the quality check with flying colors. The absolute standout, what we'd call the hero product, was a motorized silicone dog paw cleaner. It was surprisingly powerful, really quiet, and it solved a massive real-world problem for dog owners dealing with muddy floors. He also gave the green light to a high-quality waterproof dog collar that had a built-in Apple AirTag holder and a pet magic broom, which was perfectly positioned as a really solid upsell item. Which brings us to phase 4, creating viral AI ads, driving traffic without ever showing your face. So the store is built, the products are vetted, but the timer is aggressively ticking down. The harsh reality of any online business is that traffic is the absolute lifeblood of sales. If nobody clicks, nobody buys. But how are you supposed to make high-converting marketing videos without hiring expensive actors or awkwardly filming yourself? You use AI-generated UGC, or user-generated content. Mark used an app simply called Create UGC. He took the direct link from his product page, pasted it into the software, and selected a really realistic-looking AI avatar of a woman who just looked like your everyday pet owner. Then the software generated a script for her. Now here is an absolutely crucial point. AI is not perfect yet. When it wrote the video script for the AirTag collar, the AI focused entirely on the collar being water-resistant and completely missed the actual AirTag tracking feature. Mark had to step in, do a quick manual human tweak, and change the script so the avatar actually said, "No more worrying where my dog is." You have to make sure the AI actually highlights your main selling point. With those AI avatar videos locked and loaded, it was time to deploy that tight $250 budget. He set up a meta ad campaign, so that's Facebook and Instagram, spending $20 a day to push these AI-generated videos out into the real world. This is the calculated risk phase, right? You're testing different creative hooks to see what the algorithm actually likes, and more importantly, what gets real people to pull out their credit cards. All right, the final phase, the raw financial results. Did this 7-day challenge actually succeed? The 7 days were up. The ad budget was totally spent. It was time to pull back the curtain and look at the absolute, unfiltered receipts of this entire cinematic sprint. Did he hit that $1,000 goal? Well, let's look at the actual sales breakdown first. That AirTag collar, despite being a really great physical product, it completely flopped. It sold 0 units. Mark actually had to kill the ad early just to stop bleeding money. But the hero product absolutely came to the rescue. The store successfully sold 17 dog paw cleaners. And even better, one of those customers organically decided to add the magic broom to their cart before checking out, which proves the store's design successfully pushed that upsell. But hey, we all know gross revenue is not the same as profit. Let's look at the brutal math of dropshipping here. He brought in $402.41 in total top-line revenue. Not bad, but he had to subtract $169.85 to actually buy the products from the supplier and ship them to the customers. Then he burned through $150 in meta ad spend testing his videos, plus a $1 Shopify subscription charge once his free trial ended. When the dust completely settled, his true bottom line net profit was exactly $81.56. So, technically, Mark failed the challenge. He didn't make $1,000 in a week. And true to his word, he actually gave away $1,000 of his own money to his audience. But I really want you to look at this number, $81.56 in pure profit. in just 7 days, relying almost entirely on completely free AI tools to build the brand, source the inventory, write the sales copy, and even star in the commercials. He literally created a functional money-making machine out of thin air. It proves that the barrier to entry for e-commerce has quite literally never been lower. With just a little more time, some human optimization, and a bit more ad testing, a store like this could easily scale into the thousands. The system undeniably works, and the entire blueprint is right here in front of you. Which brings us to the ultimate question. If you are going to leverage these exact same AI tools and start your very own 7-day challenge today, what niche would you choose? Seriously, think about it. It's a game changer. Thanks for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.